I'm Cynthia Clay, President and CEO of NetSpeed Learning Solutions. One of the questions that I often get is, how do I get people to talk to me in my web workshop or in my virtual classroom? They might say, I ask a question and then it's just like crickets. Nobody says anything. It's embarrassing. I don't know how long to wait. Why aren't they answering me? Well, there are many reasons why they may not be answering you, but I want you for just a second to imagine that you are logged into a virtual classroom or a webinar, and the presenter asks a question out loud and asks people to mute their phone lines and answer. Now, there's a lot of things going on there. It's complicated. First of all, do I have a response? Am I willing to put that response out there, or am I afraid I'm going to be embarrassed? Do I remember how to unmute my phone? And I might say to myself, boy, there's a bunch of other people in here that can answer that question. I'm just going to stay here where it's safe and sit and listen. So your job as a facilitator is to use a process that gently leads people to the point where they feel comfortable unmuting their phone line and sharing their response. And there's a simple way to do this. So imagine that I want to hear some examples about a time when people coach someone in the moment. And so I may say to them, I want you to raise your hand or give me a green check if you can think of a time when you caught somebody doing something right and coached them in the moment. You wanted them to either do it better, or you wanted to applaud them for the thing that they were doing in that moment. Give me a green check or raise your hand if you can recall a time when you as the coach had that experience. Now I'm watching the attendee list and I can see hands go up or green checks go up, and maybe I have 10 people that have done that. And I might say, that's great. I have 10 people who have had this experience. Jump into chat and just say one sentence about that. What happened? What did you catch them doing right? Or what did you think you needed to redirect? Just give me one sentence about that. And now I give them a moment to share that sentence. I have 10 rich examples in front of me as a facilitator now. I can see there are 10 ideas out there. And so I'm going to look for the one that best supports the learning point that perhaps I'm trying to make there. And I may then say, Mary, you've got a great example that I think would really help us if we explored a little more. Please take a moment to unmute your phone line, giving them the directions for doing that. In our case, it's by pressing *6, and share with us a little more about what happened in that situation. And then I have a moment perhaps where Mary is unmuting her phone line. She's probably going to come on and say, can you hear me? And I can say, yes, we can. Take it away, Mary. Now, several things have happened there. I have actually engaged many more people than the one person who might have been brave enough to answer my question in that process. But if you want people to share their thoughts, you need to make it safe for them, technically, emotionally, and make them feel part of the class group. It's pretty simple. Try the technique. I think you'll see you get better results.